Would you believe if I told you that it's possible to lose 36 kilo without going hungry, without cutting out everything you love to eat, and without being stuck in the gym? Yeah, it sounds like a lie, but that's exactly what Drew Carey did. What's more, he did this by eating simple foods like grilled chicken, avocado, and even almonds. There was no magic formula. There was a strategy. And if you're here because you're tired of trying everything, of doing diet after diet without seeing results, then pay attention. This video could be the turning point in your weight loss journey. Because the problem isn't what you eat, it's what you choose to eat. Most people make a mistake here. They think that losing weight means stopping eating, when in fact, it means learning to eat intelligently. And that's what we're going to show you now. Drew's story isn't just about losing weight. It's about regaining health, self-esteem, and freedom. And the craziest, he started with small daily choices, real, sustainable changes. And you can start today too. Drew Carey, that well-known face on television, a charismatic presenter, always making the audience laugh, behind the cameras carried a silent struggle. A battle that many who are here today will identify with. The fight against excess weight, low self-esteem, constant tiredness, the silent fear of health problems. Even with all the fame, success, and money, Drew felt firsthand what it's like to look in the mirror and not recognize yourself. What it's like to feel trapped in a body that no longer follows your dreams. And that's exactly where his story matters so much. Because it shows that true weight loss is not just about aesthetics, it's about rescuing life. He didn't decide to change just to fit into smaller clothes, but to live better, breathe better, feel really good. And do you know the most inspiring thing? It's just that Drew's transformation started the same way it might start for you, with a decision, a daily choice to prioritize yourself, to change eating habits, to understand that losing weight is an act of self-love. And today, let's dive together into this turning point that led Drew Carey to lose 36 kilo and regain his physical, emotional, health, and energy for living, showing that it is possible. Drew understood that to transform his body and regain his health, he needed to radically change what he put on his plate. And that's when the right food started to make all the difference. No crazy diets or absurd restrictions. What made Drew lose 36 kilograms was the conscious choice of foods that nourish, satiate, and at the same time, help in the natural process of healthy weight loss. And that's exactly what you'll discover now. Let's start with the first food that became the basis of his new diet: grilled chicken. Yes, simple grilled chicken, rich in lean proteins, was one of the pillars for speeding up metabolism, preserving muscle mass, and eliminating fat. A cheap, accessible food that, when prepared correctly, completely transforms the quality of your meal. And if you think these tips are helping you, be a good person, click the like button and subscribe to the channel, so this message will reach more people and can change lives like yours. Continuing to choose intelligent foods, Drew also opted for baked or boiled fish. Fish such as salmon, tilapia, and sole provide high-quality proteins and good fats that help regulate cholesterol, in addition to being light and easy to digest, which is essential for those looking to lose weight without suffering. Fish has become one of the powerful secrets in Drew's diet, precisely because it speeds up metabolism and improves satiety. Now, if this information is already inspiring you, make that effort, press the like button, and guarantee your subscription so that this chain of good reaches even more people. Another food that couldn't be missing from Drew's daily menu were eggs, especially egg whites. Eggs are true champions in nutritional value. Rich in proteins, vitamins, and minerals, they help to build lean mass, increase the feeling of satiety, and are also super versatile for various healthy preparations. A simple egg white omelette with natural seasonings, for example, can be your best ally in losing weight. And look, if you haven't given that naughty like and signed up yet, take advantage now and be part of our community that seeks real health in a light and intelligent way. Drew also understood the importance of steaming more vegetables into his daily life. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and zucchini became mandatory features on his plate. These steamed vegetables preserve essential vitamins and minerals, aid digestion, and provide impressive satiety with very few calories. They fill the plate, feed the truth, and avoid that impulse to attack nonsense. And speaking of impulse, if you feel like these tips can put you on the right path, it makes a difference. Like this video and subscribe. You can't even imagine how many lives can be transformed with such a simple gesture. The fifth star of Drew's food was the green salad dressed with extra virgin olive oil. And here's a secret. The good fat in olive oil helps with the absorption of nutrients, regulates appetite, and fights internal inflammation, which is one of the biggest causes of weight gain. A simple salad of dark green leaves like arugula, spinach, and lettuce, topped with quality olive oil, does wonders for your metabolism. If you also want to see this transformation happen in your life and in the lives of those you love, show that you are committed. Press the like button and come with us on this journey. Lastly, but just as important as other foods, Drew Carey prioritized fruits with a low glycemic index. Strawberries, blueberries, green apple, and pear became the sweet but smart choices. These fruits help control insulin spikes, which are one of the biggest saboteurs of weight loss. By eating the right fruits, Drew was able to keep his energy stable throughout the day and still satisfy his craving for sweets without compromising his goal. And if these tips are already opening your eyes to real weight loss, make that difference. Leave a like and subscribe, because together we are stronger, and we can inspire even more people to change their lives. And to further reinforce the results, Drew also included some natural allies in his routine, such as avocado, natural sugar-free yogurt, oil seeds such as almonds and walnuts, as well as water, lots of water. Hydration is an invisible pillar, but absolutely essential in the process of weight loss and body renewal. After all, every cell needs water to function at its best potential. Without adequate hydration, metabolism slows down, fat burning decreases, and the feeling of hunger increases, sabotaging all efforts. So, the golden tip that Drew followed, and that you can also start today, is to keep a bottle nearby and hydrate consciously. Each of these foods was carefully chosen to build a menu that nourishes, strengthens, and accelerates results. And the best, no suffering, no restrictive diets, no feeling like you're giving up your life to lose weight. Drew discovered that it is possible to eat well, enjoy meals, and still achieve the body of your dreams with health and quality of life. And that's exactly what you can live from today, making simple, practical, and intelligent choices. If you've made it this far, you've already realized that Drew Carey's transformation wasn't luck or magic. It was a decision, it was a change of mentality, and most importantly, it was building a new relationship with food. A relationship based on respect for the body, conscious choices, and the understanding that weight loss is a natural consequence of a better lifestyle. And speaking of lifestyle, there is still one more fundamental detail that was crucial in Drew's change and that few people talk about, but that could be the real secret to maintaining an ideal weight forever. And now that you understand which foods helped Drew Carey transform his body, comes the part that many people ignore, but which made all the difference in this journey. The strategy behind choosing these foods. Because it's no use just knowing what to eat. You need to understand why. Drew didn't just swap a plate of fast food for a salad. He followed a plan. A clean, smart eating strategy designed to speed up your metabolism, stabilize insulin levels, and naturally shift your body into fat-burning mode. The secret here is balance. Lean proteins such as chicken, fish, and eggs helped maintain satiety and preserve muscle mass, while steamed vegetables and salads with olive oil provided fiber, vitamins, and good fats that keep the body nourished and regulated. Fruits with a low glycemic index and control of simple carbohydrates were essential to avoid blood sugar spikes, which are the real saboteurs of weight loss. All of this added together created an internal environment favorable to healthy and continuous weight loss without suffering, without an accordion effect, without radical diets. Drew learned to use food as an ally, not an enemy. And that's where a lot of people make mistakes. They think that losing weight means cutting out everything. But when you understand the logic behind the strategy, everything changes. Your body stops resisting and starts cooperating. Which of these foods do you already include in your daily life? Comment here: chicken, fish, eggs, vegetables, salad, or fruit? I want to know. And for you to further understand the power of this strategy that Drew Carey used, it is important to know that we are not talking about guesswork. Science confirms every food choice he made. Let's start with lean proteins like chicken, fish, and egg whites. Studies show that a diet rich in proteins not only increases satiety, but also increases the body's caloric expenditure through the so-called thermic effect of food. This means that just by digesting proteins, your body already uses more energy, favoring the burning of fat naturally and continuously, without having to do hours and hours of exercise. Steamed vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots also have scientific support. Research reveals that vegetables rich in dietary fiber help regulate the intestine, improve digestion, control appetite, and keep blood glucose more stable. When you eat more fiber, your body feels less hungry throughout the day, drastically reducing those urges to attack sweets and bad carbs. Another fundamental pillar of Drew's strategy was the use of good fats. Fats from olive oil, avocado, and nuts play an essential role in weight loss. Studies indicate that these fats activate metabolic mechanisms that favor the breakdown of stored fat, improve hormonal health, and even control silent inflammatory processes that make weight loss difficult. In other words, eating good fat doesn't make you fat. On the contrary, it could be what your body needs to really start losing weight. And of course, we can't forget fruits with a low glycemic index, such as strawberries, blueberries, and green apples. Science proves that foods with a low glycemic index help keep insulin levels balanced, preventing spikes that generate abdominal fat accumulation. When you learn to control your blood sugar through your diet, fat burning becomes more efficient, and your body enters a state of balance that favors healthy and lasting weight loss. And the most incredible thing about all of this is that this transformation was not exclusive to Drew Carey. It wasn't luck, it wasn't privilege, it wasn't money left over. It was strategy. It was a smart choice. And that's exactly what I want you to understand now. Anyone can apply this same strategy and achieve real weight loss results. You don't need to be famous, or have a personal chef, or spend tons of money on exotic foods or passing fads. What made Drew change was his daily decision to choose foods that speed up metabolism, control insulin, and promote fat burning. And this is completely within your reach. The base is simple: lean proteins, fresh vegetables, the right fruits, good fats. With discipline and consistency, anyone can break out of the cycle of frustration, excess weight, and lack of energy towards a lighter, healthier life full of self-esteem. And the best, no suffering, no crazy diets, no need to give up the pleasure of eating. If Drew can do it, so can you. And today could be your turning point, because change starts with a choice. Many people still believe that losing weight is synonymous with suffering, with going hungry, with living stuck on fad diets that frustrate more than they help. But let me tell you a truth that few people talk about. Real weight loss has nothing to do with punishment. It has to do with food intelligence. It's not about cutting out everything you like. It's not about counting calories or beating yourself up after each meal. The transformation that Drew Carey experienced, and that you can experience too, happened because he changed his mindset, and not because he deprived himself of everything. He learned that the body responds much better to a plan based on real nutrition, without exaggeration, and without absurd restrictions. When you fuel your body the right way, it starts working in your favor, burning fat naturally, without stress. It's not magic. It's not a fad diet. It's science and consistency. And that is liberating. Knowing that you can lose weight without turning your life into a battlefield, but rather into a project of personal achievement, step by step, meal after meal, choice after choice. Now, looking at everything we've seen so far, it's clear that the secret to healthy and lasting weight loss is much closer than it seems. Drew Carey didn't follow magic formulas, nor fad diets that promise a lot and deliver little. He built his extraordinary result with simple choices, affordable foods like grilled chicken, baked fish, eggs, steamed vegetables, salads with olive oil and low glycemic fruits, with a smart strategy based on lean protein to increase satiety, vegetables to control appetite, good fats to activate fat burning, and the right fruits to keep insulin stable. He reprogrammed his own body to lose weight naturally. More than changing what was on the plate, Drew changed the way he related to food, prioritizing health, well-being, and energy for life. And that's what makes all the difference, building a lifestyle that you can live forever. Without suffering, without extreme restrictions, just using food intelligence to your advantage. And if you've come this far, it's because within you there is a real desire to change, to seek healthy weight loss in a way that respects your body and your history. And that's why I want to invite you now. If this content made sense to you, if these strategies opened your eyes to a new path towards weight loss, then it shows that you are part of this transformation. Leave your like here on the video, because each like helps this message reach more people who also need guidance and motivation to change their lives. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications, because here you will always find content focused on health, smart weight loss, motivation, and quality of life. And take the opportunity to comment below. Which of these tips will you apply first in your daily life? I read all the comments and want to know what your commitment to yourself is. Also, share this video with anyone you know who needs to take that first step. And before you leave the video, pay close attention. If you want to continue on this path of transformation and learn even more practical strategies to accelerate your weight loss, don't waste time. Run now to watch the next video. The 5 simple foods that made Chris Pratt lose 27 kg. You have it at home. It's straight to the point content, full of tips that you can apply today. Don't leave it for later, because every day that passes is an opportunity that you may be wasting to change your life. Click now on the link that appears here on the screen or in the description, and let's further strengthen your journey towards the best version of yourself.